I'm taking a look at creating this sort of interesting shape, and I've done two different variations on it with essentially the same method. I kind of favoring this fuchsia colored one because I was able to get a little bit of thickness in there. This one is really just single faces, and I have the edges turned off so we're not seeing as much of the detail, and there's something strange that happened there too. So let me show you how to achieve something similar to this. I'm going to start at the access point in SketchUp because it's easier to control the shapes. First, I'll put down a circle on the ground with a 6-foot radius. And then I'm going to create see how I did this. I did lines with a curve. I could go ahead and do another circle. And if I tap the origin and tap the right arrow key, it'll get me the red origin. And then I can go here, which is essentially how I created the white one. And then I just drew lines and used the follow me tool. To get a little more variation on the shape, I actually drew my own arc, and I'll leave this circle in place for now. But grabbing the pencil tool and drawing a line, maybe I'll even draw up a little higher. Let's go up 8 feet. And then use the arc tool. Let's see if we can get this shape too. Yeah, there we go. So it's a little taller, and I'm going to see if I can get rid of the rest of this. I might have to do it piece by piece, but that pretty much worked. So this one might even turn out a little different than that one. And let's check the height. So that one should be 8 feet. And let's check the height of this one. About 10 feet. Okay. Well, we'll make it bigger if we need to. And you can practice. I've drawn a couple of them, but each one's coming out just a little bit different. But once you have that shape there, let's see if I can actually do, oh, I have that one in there too. Let's get rid of that and then get this shape back. There we go. So once I've got this shape, maybe I'll drag it just a little bit taller, and I'll use the scale key. And I want to use the center one so it's just getting taller. So I'm a little bit eyeballing it here. We'll put it there, grab the tape measure and see where we landed. So made it about 1.5 feet bigger. Now we'll go ahead and select the outer circle, use the follow me tool, and sort of create that half of an egg shape. So I've got half a dome, and do I have a face on the bottom? I do. Okay. Maybe I do not. If I want one, doesn't really matter. There we go. I'll just put one in there for now. So I'll go ahead and select this, make it a group, and then I'm going to make myself a cutting plane, and I'm going to do that by creating a rectangle. A circle would work too, but I'll just create a rectangle right here. And let's make that a group as well. Do I need to do that? No, I'm not going to. Let's move it up. Let's say I'll go up about 5.5 feet. And then I'm going to rotate it. So grabbing the rotate tool, and I need to be on the green. Let's see. So tap the left arrow key, that'll get you on the green, and selecting once and twice, and then I'm going to just angle this until it's where I want it to be. So maybe about here. And remember, I grouped this other piece. That doesn't look very tall to me in the front. So if I measure, yeah, I'm going to move it up a little bit more. So with the move tool, just kind of move. Can I stay in the blue direction? But I feel like I need to keep it on the ground plane. So maybe it's just a matter of angling it a little more. So grab the rotate tool once again, left arrow tap, and let's just keep moving that up a little bit. And quick measure. It's about 8 feet. That feels better to me. Now I'm going to basically cut it and then paste it inside the group of this half egg shape. So go to Edit, Cut, activate my group, and go to Edit, Paste in Place. And now I'll select everything. So either Command A, yes, Command A will select everything. This is a little strange. I'm not sure what that is. And I'm going to right click and choose Intersect Faces with Model. And that way you can see now this is its own face, this is its own face. And this piece, I should be able to just delete it. Oh, it didn't work. Let's do that one first. Let's delete that piece, then that piece. Okay. Interesting. Now can I delete that piece? There we go. So really in this case, I ended up more where I started with this other shape. So I would end up just erasing all of this to get what I'm after. But it didn't get me that thickness that I wanted. So I'm going to try this one more time. Let's just get rid of that. And let's do a circle, 6 feet. And let's do, this time I'm just going to use the pencil tool. I'm going to come up 9 feet. And on this side, I'm going to come up maybe about 3 feet and then go into my arc tool and try to connect these. This is where it gets tricky to get that curve to be tangent so that you can create a face. If you need to make a rectangle first and then trim out the arc, that also works. But let's see what we get here. Select the edge, use follow me. Still getting a little more of a cone than I want, but that's okay. Got that shape there. I'm not going to worry about the bottom. And let's group that shape. Now I'm going to make the cutting plane, but I'm going to use a circle this time instead of the rectangle. I think that's going to get the effect that we want. So let's go ahead and move this one forward. A little bit more over to the side. And now up into the blue direction. Let's go up about 6 feet. And we'll rotate, tapping the left arrow key. Rotate that up and then move it forward maybe about there. Let's go ahead and cut that shape out, activate the group, and paste in place. Control A to select all, right click, intersect faces with model, and let's see where we're at now. Don't think it intersected. Let's Control A, intersect faces with model. There we go. Now here, I'm going to draw a line from edge to edge and then get rid of this face. I think I'm going to have to put that edge back. Now I have this face. So let's see if I can get rid of this circle around. And I also want to get rid of this area. So I'm just using my selection and then tapping delete. Now I've got a face on here, and I'll go ahead and use the offset tool and offset maybe whatever thickness I want. Let's try 6 or 8 inches. And then before, I know why it's not showing up, I actually have my edges turned off. So let's turn those back on. And then I'll use the pencil tool and connect these lines. Let's try it that way. I'm going up here and coming down this way and erasing that edge. And now I want to really try to select this face. Use the select tool and hit the delete key. So there we go. That one is a little closer. Let's see if I can erase this whole circle now. One's a little bit closer to this shape. It just depends on how you draw that arc. That's really what it's going to come down to. And then in your styles, you can turn edges off, or if you want edges on, you can go in and select edges. Hold down Shift and you can select as many as you want, and then actually right click and hide particular edges within your model. So hopefully that helps to kind of get you started in creating that shape and getting the effect you want for your project.